Alright, this is what we got so far. Got the guard finished out, and I say finished out meaning I'm gonna have to finish it again. It makes me feel good for right now though. And the Scorpius. The big old fat pommel plate on it. Next is shaping these handles. You know, I probably should just leave it like that. No hot spots. Feels good in the hand for 4 seconds. Yeah, so I need to contour these handles, get them rough shaped, and then begins the hand sanding. I like wrenches. I don't know why. It's like a knife. It's just a single piece of steel, no moving parts, but it does a specific job. I like wrenches. This here is my small wheel attachment for the KMG. This is what I do the guards with, the finger part. I'll show you. This part right here. That's what I try and get in there with this little small wheel. I think it's a 1/2 inch wheel. Kind of like to have a small one. I don't know if they make them though. They probably do. That's the belt rack. I'm just saying. That's the belt rack. I realize I don't show you guys much knife making in these. I really don't know why. It's not like, you know, trade secrets or anything like that. It's just that, first of all, part of it is the camera is my phone, and it's really hard to get in close to where I can show you kind of the details of the operations. 2 is it's kind of a pain in the butt to work around a tripod whenever I have to get in close to something. And 3 is it's kind of boring, isn't it? But then again, so is me just talking to the camera. I don't know. That in mind, here's a little knife making. It's me standing at a grinder. Let's start a tradition. Let's do the size comparison on the dirt bike seat. Alright, don't judge me too harshly. These aren't finished yet. Not buffed, not cleaned up, nothing. Just came off. Look, I haven't even finished the top. See how rough that looks? This is a Vigilante, the M2 Vigilante. This is the biggest knife I make at this time. That's the biggest knife that I can put in the little kiln. This is the medium Z-Sear. And I'll put the Green River here because I think most people kind of have an idea of the size of that knife. So you can see it compared to the other two there. So the medium Z-Sear is about the size of the Green River. And then here is the Scorpius, also about the size of the Green River. But so very elegant, don't you think? I think so. I really like that knife, the lines of it. It's fun. I do like to have some fun. I don't know why I'm walking like this whenever I do that video. This is a 12 by 20 garage. There's not a lot of walking room here. I just feel weird just standing still just looking at you. Well, looking at the side of you. Just looking at you. Do this, where you just look up my nose. Crap. And turn the other way. Okay, so the next step in the progression of these babies, the medium Z-Sear and the Scorpius, is I gotta finish the tops out. Get those up to 400 grit. Then make sure everything is even. You know, like whenever you look down the front of the knife, make sure that the scales are the same on both sides, that sort of thing. Gotta do that on all these. And then after that, it goes to the hand sanding. Yeah, baby. I do like to have some fun. Oh, still recording. Dang, did I get any of that? I did, I got it. Scorpius. Same thing. Kind of rough looking, cloudy look to it after the hand sanding. But all that should come out whenever, whenever the buffer's over there. Whenever I buff, these, whenever I buff these, all that should come out. Okay, this is the moment of truth. You'll see how they buff out. All right, let's take a look at her now. Is that back there gonna be a problem? I don't know. Hang on. Is the light better? I don't know. Okay, this is after the green compound. And she's pretty shiny. Okay, here's where it gets really messy. This aluminum gets really nasty, so I always tape up the handle so I can keep from getting discoloration on the rest of the handle. Oh, let's get you some safety glasses. There you go, put those on. There you see how blackened that has gotten all around that tape and then on the aluminum itself. Okay, here's how she looks. It's a little cloudy right there, isn't it? Never mind. No, it ain't. Didn't get it wiped good. Okay, I think we got success, I hope. Ew, that'd make you sick. Okay, I think I had some success. This is after the pink buff. You can see that the handle material shines up really good, but the pins aren't quite as shiny as the sear. I'll show you. Maybe, I don't know, it's probably hard for you to see it, but they're a little bit shinier on the sear. And the reason that is of course because I can't stay on those pins for a long amount of time. I can't use the heavier grit compound to really bring out that shine and to, you know, wipe out the hand sanding marks as much. So you're gonna see a little bit less luster or polish on those pins. Now, don't tell me Timmy John the knife maker can do it. I'm sure he can. Just let me know how he does it, and that's sufficient. I know that Timmy John and Billy Joe and Bobby Sue can all do it, but I can't. Let me know your secrets. All right, so that's all that's left on this Scorpius is to now go back to a smaller wheel, narrower wheel with the green compound, so I gotta be careful, and buff the spine or the tang and try to bring that up to polish. Shouldn't be too bad because really all it's going to be hitting is the tang and then the barbed wire micarta, which is just another name for brown burlap. So it doesn't burn that easily, and it's also dark colored, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Okay, there she is. El completo. I'll get you some pictures up sometime. Alright then. Here's what you got. Put your thumb in. I gotta remember how to do this every time. Bring it over the back of your hand and grab the knife. So that is for if you want to do any kind of a thrusting movement, like get your mind out of the gutter, like gutting a deer, right? Going up into the cavity. That's what I recommend that if you have a lanyard hole on a knife that doesn't have a guard. If you don't have a lanyard hole on a knife that doesn't have a guard, here's what I recommend. First recommendation is don't stab anything. If you don't have a guard, don't stab anything. But if you have to get up into the gut cavity or something like that, then I always take my pinky finger and wrap it behind the pommel. Now this gives you a little less control on the knife as far as, like, you know, back and forth movement, but it gives you a lot more control whenever you're going up into like a slick, bloody cavity, chest cavity. That sounds really horrible. You hunters know what I'm talking about. It's just the way it is. Hey, and you guys that don't hunt, don't judge, because you probably eat meat too, so this has to be done. Alright, so that sounds really horrible, but that's the way it is. So I always curl a finger back. I always curl the pinky finger back there, and some of you guys are gonna have big enough hands where it's not gonna bother you, and you're gonna have much loss of control back and forth. That keeps you from sliding up on the blade. But honestly, if you're gonna use it for a hunting knife or a combat knife, you're gonna do some stabbing, get a guard. Here's the, why can't I think of the names of these things? Here's the Z-Sear, medium. Okay, on the sheaths. Sheaths. People think I say cheese. I don't enunciate well. Can't complain about the new AC unit. TCL. It's a good one. You guys like these things? I don't know how you say it. My wife says it's mochi. She's usually right about those things. She drug them in from somewhere. I think they're Japanese. It's what Japanese sell to Americans. Dumb Americans like me, but they're pretty good. They're not good. They're unusual, which makes them kind of good, kind of not.